Hello everybody. So this is week 1, non-equipment options for holiday hustle workouts. So we're coming with 4 workouts, but these are all non-equipment based. So I have my bands. So if you do have bands or anything like that, the non-equipment options are a good place to kind of insert those bands. Whether you have these or like TheraBands or just a regular resistance bands, you can kind of work with those. If not, totally fine. You don't need equipment. So here we go. So first hustle number 1 is a 5 to 10 round circuit. So you're just gonna go through 3 exercises, as many rounds as you can, okay? So guys, all of these workouts are obviously customizable to however you want to feel after you get done. So what I would say is if you're trying to really push yourself, I would go for the 10 rounds. If you're trying to just get in the groove of things, get started, get moving, I would go with the lesser, go with 5 rounds, okay? Obviously, if you guys wanna make this more difficult, jump up to 20 rounds, okay? You can do whatever you wanna do. This workout's not gonna take you a ton of time, but if you felt as if it wasn't enough, just double it. That's what I always say. You can either double the reps or double the amount of rounds. So you can go from 10 rounds to 20, or you can go from 30 glute bridges to 60 glute bridges. Knock yourself out. All right, so glute bridges are on the ground. So you'll be laying down, feet on the ground. At all times, push through the heels. You're gonna come up into a glute bridge, squeeze for a second, back down. Just kind of tap the butt here, and then right back up, okay? If you wanna make it more difficult, take 1 foot up, straight up in the air, push up, and back down, okay? If that is too much for you, just dangling in the air, you can always crisscross over your knee, come up into a glute, and back down. If you wanna make this a little bit more difficult, you could put something here, like a bench, or you can do it on your couch, where you're trying to, your feet would actually be up here. Same position, you would still come up into a glute bridge, but your feet are gonna be elevated. If you have a band, you would take your band, put it around your knee, right on top of your kneecap. Feet down here like normal, you're gonna come up and then push the knees out. So you're gonna really squeeze the glutes here and back down. Okay, up, squeeze for a second, and back down. All right, that's a glute bridge. Second exercise is a pike push-up. So if you have weak shoulders, I would suggest maybe just doing regular push-ups for these, but this is a shoulder burner. So you're gonna be in a inverted V position. You're gonna be down, kind of staring at the ground like this. Tuck your head, and you're just gonna come down, then push back up, okay? So looking at it this way, okay? Notice I'm not going into a decline push-up, okay? If your hands are too far away from your feet, you're actually just gonna get into like a decline push-up. So make sure you're really in that deep inverted V. The last one is V-ups. So you'll be down on the ground, arms overhead, completely overhead, feet straight out, and you're gonna come up into a V and back down, okay? If you can't do these, accordion crunches, out and back in. If you can't do that, put your hands down. You can just do like a modified accordion crunch or a regular crunch. So that's hustle number 1. Hustle number 2, this one's a little bit different. It's a 21-minute AMRAP. So AMRAP is as many rounds as possible. So the idea is that you set your timer for 21 minutes and you go all out for those 21 minutes. As soon as the timer's done, you're done. But try and keep track of how many rounds you got. So you're gonna go through these. There's 3 exercises. And at 21 minutes, whatever rounds you finished would be your score. So say you finished 7 rounds plus 16 reps. You did 15 burpees and 1 alternating lunge, okay? So you finished with 7 rounds and 16 reps, okay? That would be your score. The only reason why you would keep score, the only reason why you would even keep track of that is so that you can go back and reflect on the progress that you've made if you ever try and go do this again. Remember, this is week 1, guys, so as soon as you get to week 8, you should be able to come back to this, retest, and watch those numbers go up. So, first one is a burpee. Most of you know what a burpee is because you hate them. You're gonna come down, hands on the ground, kick your feet out, go into a push-up position, bring your feet back in, and jump. So it'll look like this. Here. Okay, if you cannot do the jump, you can always do a squat thrust. So you're here, kick the feet out, and stand. Okay? Whew. Alternating lunges. So these can go in any direction, forward or backwards. You can do them walking if you want to, but first progression to a lunge is reverse lunge first. That's the easiest. So this is just alternating legs. Or you can go forward. Most of you are familiar with this. Here. Or you can walk if you want. Last one is just a regular sit-up. Okay, so you're gonna be down on the ground, hands behind your ears. You're gonna come up into a sit-up and back down. Notice I'm trying not to jerk my body. I'm slowly lowering my body back down. If you can't do those, regular crunches are fine as well. Whew. All right, hustle number 3 is another 5 to 10 rounder. So make it as difficult as you want. First one is a squat thrust. Kind of like I showed you before, as a modification for a burpee, you're gonna be here, out, stand. Okay? Body weight squat, just a regular squat in place, okay? Try and keep your chest up, okay? What I don't wanna see is this, or I'm trying to not do a squat properly. Up on your toes, I don't wanna see that. Okay, sit back on your heels, try to keep your chest as high as you can. That one was a bad one. Scissor planks. So in a plank position, here, this would be the easier one, or you can come down onto your forearms. Don't clamp your hands, okay? That's cheating. You're gonna be here and just scissor. Feet go out and back. That's a good one. Next up is push-ups. So unlike the pike push-ups, these are your regular standard push-ups. Plank position, squeeze your shoulder blades, drop down, back up. Okay, if you need to modify, down your knees. Modification from there, take it up to a bench, so you can put your hands on a bench, on a couch, or on a wall. So the wall would be the easiest way to do those. And then 30 seconds of high knees. So you're just in place, you're not going anywhere, just high knee. Bring up the toe, get to 90. All right, hustle number 4, last workout, is a Tabata. So Tabata style workouts are 20 seconds all out, 10 seconds rest. You're gonna do 6 rounds of every exercise, and there's 6 exercises, okay? So set your timer or have like your timer going, or you can get like a timer app. But for 20 seconds you do work, 10 seconds you rest, get back into it. You're gonna do the first exercise all 6 rounds first, and then go to the second exercise all 6 rounds. So, first one is a burpee broad jump. So you're going to be in a regular burpee position. Here, down, but instead of jumping up, you're going to jump out. Okay, bring it back. Out. If you can't do that for whatever reason, you don't have to jump, okay? You just do a regular burpee. Mountain climbers. We have not gone over these. So you're in a plank position here. You're just going to drive the knee and then alternate. Try and do it quick. That's squat jumps are next. So regular squat and then jump up. So you're here, jump. Okay? This hair. Side to side push-ups. So, taking the regular push-up, but you're gonna start kind of to your side. You're gonna push up, walk yourself over, push up, walk yourself over. Okay? If you need to modify, you're down on your knees. You're here, push up. Okay? Whew. All right, 2 more, guys. Crunch, regular old crunch. You guys want to make sure feet are up in any way that you want them. Your shoulder blades are off the ground. They should stay there the entire time. And you're just crunching and back down. Notice I'm not coming all the way back down. And then the last is an alternating T-plank. So you're in this position, just come up into a T and back down. Switch sides. If you need to do it on your knees, that's a modification. Okay, if you can't do that, just come up straight out.